Hey everyone, this is Scott Weidenkivowitz. Today I want to show you how I back up my Lightroom and ON1 software presets and any settings that I've made outside of the software. I actually use a software called Carbon Copy Cloner. It's a really great application. I use this not only for backing my presets, but I also use it to back up my photographs. I will actually take a clone of my Lightroom library, which is currently on a Drobo S, and I will back it up to an on-site RAID drive as well from G Technologies, and I will back it up to an identical RAID from G Technologies that is off-site, and once a month I'll bring it on-site and update that one. So the application I use, as I said, is Carbon Copy Cloner, and it's about $30, I believe. So what I can do is I can go here, choose the hard drive that my Lightroom library is on, and then there's a bunch of hidden folders that is usually only accessible through Finder, but and they're hidden. It's called a library folder. And in Carbon Copy Cloner, if you choose the hard drive as your source, it will actually show you all those hidden files. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your user account, and then you're going to scroll down and find library. And then inside of library, you're going to find application support. And then in there, you're going to have Adobe. And inside of Adobe, you have Lightroom. So what I do first is I uncheck all of them. So it's going to start like this. I uncheck them all. So now they're all red. And then I'll scroll down until I find the right folder. And I'll get inside the Adobe folder eventually. And I'll check off Lightroom. And then you can go back up and you can close those up. So now I'm back outside of library. But I also want the ON1 software presets that I've created and accumulated over time. So inside of Lightroom, inside of library, again, that Adobe folder is here. Inside of application support, you have the Adobe folder, which has Lightroom in it, and it's still checked. But I want to scroll down now and find the ON1 software folder, and there it is. So now I can back that up. Now, let's say you have a Sekonic preset for your light meter, or you have a Pocket Wizard preset. You can back up all those different preset folders if you want. So what I do is I actually go in here and I do new disk image. And the reason I do this is because I would rather have my files go into a disk image than just a folder. And that way it's one file is being updated on the machine. This is a way, it's a little bit of OCD organizational thing, but you can also just have it go to a folder. So again, what I do, I go new disk image, and then I actually want it on a separate hard drive, separate from the one that the files are currently residing on. I have a folder called Preset Backup, and then I've created this this disk image. So I'm not going to go through and actually save that because I've already got one there. But actually, you know what? I will. So watch this. So I'm going to save this as I'm going to call it Lightroom ON1 presets, and then I'm going to read write and sparse disk image, no encryption, and hit OK. Now it's going to start. You've got all these different settings. Go to custom setting, my custom setting, choose that you want to permanently delete the old one. So that way when you schedule this to go every day or every week or every month, what if there's a setting that is gone, a setting that no longer exists in the future, that it will delete the file and just update the that disk image with the updated presets. But then you also want to protect the root level destination, so you're not messing with anything outside of this folder that you're putting it in. And then the rest of it I don't touch. So I'm going to hit OK, and I'm going to schedule this task. I want this to be a daily thing, so I'm going to call it Preset Backups. And I want this to go every day, and we'll say at 2 o'clock. And on a daily basis, repeat every day. Don't need to wake it. If you want to wake your computer so that it runs, you could. Then you've got some settings, for what happens when it's finished and whatnot, but I don't really touch those. And then you can hit save. And then you put in your password. Now it's saved. So to get it started, I'm just going to hit run. It's going to run in the background. Here it is running in the background. And you'll see that it's actually going to grab all those files and save a disk image. When this is done, it only takes about a minute or two, but when it's done, I'll show you how you can see your photos, your presets. As you can see, it's already going. So I'm not going to pause the video because it might be done quicker than I think. It's ejecting the video, backup complete. Now, I'm going to click this, so it only shows this error, this panel, if there's an error. And it'll just close otherwise if there's not. So now, if I go to that folder where I just saved it, Files, Preset Backup, and then here's my original that I had before I started this video, and here's a new one. Now, I'm going to double click it, and it's going to open like it's a hard drive, so it's a disk image. Inside of there, you're going to see that same folder structure, the user, and then empty. But it's not really empty. Check this out. How can you tell that there's files in there? Well, if you have show hidden files set on your machine, then it should show those hidden files. But I don't. This is what I do. I have a FTP program called Transmit. In Transmit, I can now go here, choose that that file that was just created, and here's all the hidden folders inside. But I'm going to go to Users, into Library, Application Support. Here's all my presets. Everything is here. I can go back. Here's the On1 stuff. Everything is here. So I like using Transmit because I already have it on my machine for FTP work. But you can see that I can now see all those hidden files. So if I ever needed to get them back from my backup, I can then easily just grab it. Or if I am, if I want to bring all those presets to a different machine, if I get a new machine, something like that, I've got all those saved and secure so that my workflow remains intact. So that is how I use Carbon Copy Cloner to back up my Lightroom and On1 software presets. I hope that you enjoyed that. And any questions, feel free to comment. Thanks for watching.